it out. um, Hello, stream. Sorry about that technical issue. Um, yeah. So how is everybody doing? I hope you liked the song at the beginning. I thought it was very appropriate. Yeah, I know. I'm sorry. Chat. I'm sorry. Yeah, I dislike the stream. Um, but yeah. So some interesting developments have happened over the past couple weeks, days, whatever. Um, so I guess we can talk about it. Um, Especially a certain account. Um, I didn't even realize this was like the this was like the what do you call this? The header on Twitter. This is the header of the account. Yeah. So, um, hot take on Palestine. I rather not. What are your thoughts on the Jews? I love them all. Yeah, they do have a pretty similar face. You're right, Ambrose. Um, so yeah, there was this tweet. Hold on, chat. So there was this. Um, it was in April of 25th. Um, I don't think I covered this when it came out because like I I didn't want to like go into this because like this is a lot of like personal shit, but like it's been so like fucking nuclear. Yeah, I said the word chat. I said the word nuclear recently. Um, so I think it all started. Um, Hold on. Like there was a dispute kind of with Bill and Nick, and he posted this out of nowhere like 2 days later, and Nick replied, "You exchanged your girlfriend's at for your balls, lol." And yeah, let me show you. Oh, this is not what I want. This is what I want. Okay. I'll her to hit you guys up when she accuses me of rape, or when you manage to successfully drive someone to suicide, whichever happens first. Don't worry, you're definitely in the right as usual. Enjoy your free content. It all started when he got with the sibling. Yeah. Um, like, and then Tommy released this video, which might be the best Tommy Twitter video, like maybe ever.
You right now. If your girlfriend accuses you right now, if your girlfriend accuses you of rape, and I wouldn't have done this otherwise, all I'm gonna do is stream on it. If your girlfriend kills herself, I'm gonna do a stream on it. Fuck, I might do a stream on the fact that she's suicide baiting. Either way, she's crazy. All three ways, you lose every way. There's no winning here. You know what? If I'm talking to Danny, listen. Why would you put your girlfriend in a position, if she's so temperamental, to keep bringing this shit up on the internet? What, do you need attention? Or am I talking to Abe? Abe, you got your attention. Guess what? I don't care what you do and how you do it. But if you really, really were in danger, you think you'd step out of the highway. Have a nice day. And stop feeling sorry for yourself, because I don't feel sorry for you. I promise you right now, if your girlfriend...
Yeah. Weird you didn't have this take when we told you before we did it in a private call. You say you got it. So yeah. That was like that like whole like thing. And then this was 5 hours ago. Until now, Lionat / Daniel. So this is officially Abe. Speaking here. The other ones we don't know if it's like Abe or Lionat. But until now, Lionad / Daniel has been using this account to draw more attention to himself than me. What I've seen is really sad and upsets me. He has tried so hard to take attention away from me and put it onto him instead. Yeah, so trouble in paradise, I guess. I'm especially upset that mental health is not taken seriously and instead taken as a joke to be made into a copy pasta by persons such as Diorio, which Lionad messaged him on Discord was totally fair. We try to distance ourselves from this platform and these people as best we can. Yeah, both of us are so disappointed in all of you who called you his friend and tried to warn him, quote unquote, after we moved in together. If you truly were a friend of his, you wouldn't turn his private Discord messages asking you to be cautious in the future into a joke. We're really happy together, and off Twitter, we appreciate if you put this to rest, seeing as none of you were real friends to him in the first place, Abe. Yeah. That's funny. Do I even want to like pull up the Fuentes clips? All right, I'll do it.
Wow! That's such a good point! Oh my gosh!
Why does Fuentes have to be so loud?
Did he just say that? Oh my gosh! The studio is shaking! I can't handle this take! Wow! I'm trying to do a show. Relax, please. Enough. All right, please. I'm Catholic. Take it easy over there. David S. says, hey, if the cat boys are crawling
up my
around, who am
meme.
I to protest?
Yeah, let me just pull up your meme, Froki. Let's just switch accounts real quick. Lol. And yeah, there you go. There's your meme. I just love that I own this account. Like, it's so funny. Also, Froki, if you want to look at your follower list, Augie followed you and Boblax did. So. Yeah. So let me just go back. So yeah, make sure to follow me. A lot of people deactivating, so I'm losing followers. I hit 200 and now I'm at 194. I got cucked. So yeah, if you don't follow me, people, please do. I'm gonna like cry now that I don't have 200. If you cover Mike Enchanting, make sure to pull this up. Chat, we're gonna have a discussion. So you guys are gonna do the work for me. All right, this is like how Tommy runs his show. You guys provide the information. Like, you're all part of the Screw News team, right? You guys provide the information, and I'll do what I have to say. Because I really do not know what's going on. Like, I know there was a Twitlonger, and that's like all I know. Like, I definitely have like stuff to say on the matter, because I know like some of the accusations at Channy, but I don't know like about Mike per se. We're gonna be your slaves, yeah. That's why if you join my Discord, hold on, let me pull this up real quick. If you join my Discord, it sounds so gay when I say that. When you join my Discord, okay, yeah. So there's God, which is me, right? And then there's slave. If you join it, you can be a slave. So there you go. Discord bad? I agree, but my Discord's good because I run the whole thing. So like if there's anyone like bad, I can just like I shouldn't have opened fucking what's it called? Notifications on stream. That's a bad idea. But my Discord isn't like the other ones. All right, that's all I'm gonna say. And barely no one talks on it, so you're all good. But yeah, I just wanted to like give like a statement on like the matter. On Mike the Bike, you know, I enjoyed some of his covers. His songs were really good. It's honestly sad that we had like a guy like that who did like parody songs and all that stuff, and like he's now like he went bye. But all I'm gonna say is like be careful on like who you hang around with like on the internet, because like I feel like I had like a premonition like so that like some shit was about to like go down, because like look, you really don't know who the person behind the screen is. Like you don't. So like you guys just have to realize that like even when it comes to me, that like you can like my streams, you can like my tweets, you can like opinions of mine, you can like I don't know, you can just like me as a social media person, but like other than that, like I am not like a close friend of yours. Like I just want to like make that clear for people. I do my best to like help people out if they need it. It's something there's a difference between a friend and a Smaggle, not Snakes. No, I know in real life, so he's different. But like I was about to like yeah, I'm sorry. There's a difference between being friendly and being a friend. So like I do my best to be like friendly to people, but like especially like in this space, like for some reason the community attracts a lot of weird people. So why would you want to be friends with a furry? Are you talking about me, Froky? I'm not. Okay. But yeah, that's what I'm gonna like say before like I do any like deep dive. I'm not a furry, Froky. Like shut up. Like I just have Bugs Bunny as my profile pic and Big Chungus. It's not a persona. It's a cartoon. All right. You guys are mean. But anyways. Don't try to befriend people you met strictly like online. Honestly, I'm here if you was talking about the drama. Well, I might, cause like, all right, you guys gotta like help me out. I think Smaggle DM'd me the twit longer, but all right, I found what I was looking for. Hold on. Yeah, there we go. Every time I look on messages on Discord, it seems like World War 3. Not anyone saying I should be on Discord more often. Nah. It seems like hamster. If you find my posts funny or you like my streams, that's great. But I'm not getting involved in Discord aids. I really don't give a fuck about. Just because we like the same streamers doesn't mean I should give a fuck about everyone in the community. There's people I like that I like to talk more with, but I don't care about inner circle BS drama. Yeah, and this was like in March 24th. So yeah, this I didn't post this yesterday or whatever, or what have you. Yeah, so I just wanted to pull that up. I haven't like got away from that stance, but Mike was kind of the first ones I talked to, so it's kind of weird. You did change a lot. The only time I used Discord was to talk to Connor about chess. Why? But yeah. I pop in and out of Discord, yeah. I rarely use it. I only like check on it to see if like there's anything going on, but other than that, I don't use it. Chess tourney? Okay. I need to pull up the twit longer. All right, I got it, my friends. Boom. Okay. Let me just zoom in so you guys can see it more better. Final statement. So I guess this is the end. Fact of the matter is I'm still talking with Channy. I know people already found out. All the evidence is out, what she did. And I was truthful when I said I didn't know the full context. I didn't know she had a crush, nor told Bob. Okay. So, chat. I've heard of Bob, but, like, I don't know anything about him. So, I just want to get that out of the way. What I knew is she told Lex, again, like, I heard of Lex, don't know who she was. She was confused about how she felt about Bob. I wasn't any aware of my DMs she had with Bob, but I did know she was making sexual jokes and send sexual memes. I always told her not to, as anyone who knows me knows I am not okay with making sexual jokes towards Myers. I always told her not to. Okay. I don't think she's a pedo. I don't know if you can call her a groomer since I see the messages as jokes, but I see the argument as why she is one. Okay. I never watched furry gore. Oh my, why? What the fuck did we like jump into? Like, what is this, chat? Chat, what the fuck am I reading right here? Why? Why is this a thing? With her, she was trolling bastard with it. And as far as I'm aware, she never sent that imagery to Bob. What is up, chat? Like, why is this even like? Okay, she never spent any porn to Bob, as far as I'm aware. She's never sent any nudes or had e-sex. God damn. Why, chat, why? I'm not gonna even read that. What the fuck? What? She didn't watch Cuties with Bob. He watched it on his own. Then was accused of being a pedo by Avery, which me and Channy defended Bob for. Okay. This community gave me a lot more than I ever received before. But since February, I've watched friend after friend getting kicked by the community, and to be honest, they deserved it. Abe, lol, and Lex especially, still lurking, who actually had e-sex with a minor. E-sex. Cringe. At this point, I can't be friends with someone without fear I'm gonna be canceled. Then I think it's best I move on. That's why I make this like perfectly clear that like friends online should be like at a dime a dozen. Like it should be very rare to be like considered a friend like online. Like it should not be common, because like there's so many people on here that I don't even know, and then like they were just like Discord friends. I don't know. I mean, I understand this with like Mike's situation. At this point, I can't be friends with someone without fear. Like that part, I can agree. I'm gonna be canceled then if I think it's best to move on. If you're disappointed by this, I understand. And for those who I consider to be friends with no longer wish to stay friends with me, then I also understand. So, like, hold on. At this point, I can't be friends with someone without fear. And those of you I consider to be friends, so, like, you still... This is so stupid. Like, okay, so, like... But at this point, I can't be friends with someone. And for those of you I consider to be friends, I understand if you don't want to be friends with me, but okay. I'm deactivating this and my other account by tomorrow morning. I'll be keeping my channel up in case I continue as a hobby. Going to keep my Discord by the time you read this. I've left most of the servers. If you're wondering, I'm okay. I am. I still have my IRL friends, my band, and my family. But this whole thing's caused me more stress than I experienced in a while. That along with me needing to focus more on school and getting a better job has all pushed me towards this decision. Anyways, it was fun while it lasted. Have a great life. Yeah. He would have been alright. He pushed himself in this situation. That's why. What? Why did he? Channy Epstein? Okay. He pulled a lion. I mean, sort of. I can see, like, I'm still talking with Channy. So, like, I understand, like, how can I say this in a way? I understand the point he made with, like, he's now, like, scared to, like, have, like, friends on the line. Like, I'm ad-libbing here, because he's scared, like, he might get canceled. But then he's still, like, talking with Channy, and I don't know. It seems very strange. Mike is a grooming defender. Channy is a grooming offender. I am the best Berg. Smaggle, you're fucking cringe. I gotta say that. All right, like, it's not just you. I'm gonna be fair, but like, listen, for all the people that are like on this like high and mighty shit, it's like, oh, I'm the one who's not gonna like. I don't know. It's just so fucking like, you're like on this like high, I don't know, pedestal, and you're like looking down at everyone. It's like, oh, I was right. What were you right about? Like, dude, I don't know. It's just so weird. Um, you're cringe as well. Yeah. Hold on. I received a link from Bad Optics a while ago. Let me pull it up. See what? Bro, why would he? I don't even want to show this. Like, I feel like this tweet is like something I shouldn't pull up. But hold on. I fucking messed up my fucking shit. There we go. Do I even like want to read this? Like, I'm putting it away. I'm putting it away. Like, I'm done. I'm done with that. Um. But yeah. Guys, tune in next week where another person he's gonna like do some weird shit. Like, I don't even know what's going on. Like, and I don't think I want to. But like, this footlonger is giving me like some sort of brain disease. um in better news, more lighthearted, Banished Journo is back on the platform. Tipster made a return to Twitter after being deplatformed. Yeah. Welcome back, dude. Um. All right, chat. So, if you came here for like all that drama stuff, I think I'm done covering it. Um, I know you guys want to know what's funny. Let me pull it up real quick. Boogie got arrested, right? And if you go to my channel, I thought this was funny. If you go to my channel, okay. You can see that like let me zoom in a bit. This like thumbnail was the one I did 5 days ago, and then like the warrant came out. Diss track time. We're gonna do like a poll, chat. If you want if you want to do like the diss track thing, put a 1 in the chat. If you want me to play Osu and talk to you guys more about like I don't know, anything, put a 2. Why can't I type Boogie down? I don't know. Wait, did you just like type it or? So yeah, put 1 for if you want to like continue with the diss track ratings, and put a 2 if you want me to play Osu, talk to you guys. All right, 1 1 1. All right, so we got 4 1s and 1 2. All right, looks like we're doing diss tracks. All right. So this is what the official thing looks like. Does that look good to you guys? I guess I can make it. No. I can zoom in a bit. There we go. But yeah, this is what the shit's looking like right now. For the diss tracks. What's winning right now? Score 8.25 with KSI's Adam's Apple, which is insane. Not sure like which one's gonna like top that one. So chat, give me some diss track suggestions. I can't speak. Fuck. I'm not a degenerate weeb. I just play Osu because it has like I don't know. My friend got me like into it, and like I don't know. It does something with my brain to like soothe my mind. The Quadeca ones against KSI? Okay. I remember when Attica reacted to this video. That was like a funny video. Quadeca. What's it called? KSI. I'm just gonna put KSI. Okay. Let me fix this shit. Alright. So, copy this. Alright.
He's so insecure, nowhere to run, nowhere for more. Nah, psych, fuck that shit. Fuck that shit. Yeah, turn on the fucking beat, bro. KSI, what the fuck are you talking about, man? Come on, none of that fake deep shit in my diss tracks, bro. None of that. Hey, JJ, I'm so sorry you're angry. Hairline so fucked up, your barber is Take Heath. I'm 18, making main stages. You were 18 and a virgin in the basement making rape faces. And now you really think your music is the most heat? Oh, that's so profound, you changed, that's so deep. Shut the fuck up, leave the studio and record some FIFA. They torture people with your music out in North Korea. Got so big and made so many stacks that your friends are terrified to let you know that you're whack. Now your homies are your yes man, egos over the max. Call Shane Dawson, I think this guy's a sociopath.
You guys remember that shit where like Shane Dawson like made that like that might be one of I might do like a rewind back to like that Jake Paul Shane Dawson series, because that video where like he was sponsored by like BetterHelp, like the therapist said like Jake Paul is like a sociopath. Like that might be like one of the funniest like videos, like unintentionally. And I know like Shane Dawson's gotten into like controversies because like of his past, but like I just remember when that came out, that was like the most unintentionally hilarious videos I've watched in a long time.
Huh? I saw you leave the studio with Discard. You don't make your own shit, so how you gonna discard? Had to point the finger like when old folks typing, but I killed your writer once, now he a ghost writer. I never thought the KSI would make me get in the booth, but all your friends fucking with me, way more heavy than you.
That therapy thing was a scam from Shane. Yeah, I know. Like the BetterHelp shit. All right, chat. Do you want me to pull that video up? Because we can react to it now, or we can do like a separate stream on it. You guys can decide. Put a 1 if watch it now, 2 if not. But I'll finish this first.
I'm telling the truth. I'm small, I'm skinny, I'm white, I got a lisp, I'm awkward, and I'm fucking better than you. Yeah. Let's take it back to the past. When you made a vid, and people would actually laugh at how you reacted to past instead of how bad you could rap. It's actually sad how you don't know that you were actually bad. It's actually mad. I'm actually really gonna get into the band, but I never understand why you really wanna ban me. Yes, man, acting like a fan, but he keep you in a bubble that you're living like Sandy. I just been sticking to plan A. You're more a fan of the plan B. I know it must be hard. You're like.
This is like one of the like. Remember fucking what was it? Unforgivable on KSI. Like there was 3 like references. I kind of like this one the best. Like it's much more subtle. I've been sticking to plan A. You're more of a fan of
plan A. You're more a fan of the plan B.
Like that's like something that like you might not get the first time. So like it's a better like actual like like diss than like, oh, you had abortions. which was the whole like thing in this song.
I know it must be hard, you're like my own fans can't stand me. Yeah, your music is not complex. You talk nonsense, mediocre with a god complex. You're delusional on drugs or you fuse the two. You're like the Black Marina Joyce meets Fousey too. Huh? How you gonna call me awkward? You a big nerd. Make you turn blue in the face just like you Squidward. But to be honest, bro, I wish that I was still a fan. Logan Paul, come and film this, I think I just killed a man. Bitch, I don't care about no motherfucking whip. I don't care about no whip. For the diamonds on your wrist, for the diamonds on your wrist. There's more to life than this. yeah. I got you insecure. Turn your whole life into a blur. Had to let you right back in my world.
Say if Kodak is watching this right now, he will 100% disagree with you and think he is better than you because of what you put out.
Yeah, and I'm gonna put stuff out, and then I'm gonna blow him out the fucking water.
Yeah, you riding waves, can't get out of the water. Can't buy a good song for $1. I ain't never been the type to just follow. You like, how much wood could a woodchuck chuck? Just shut the fuck up, time to stop.
I like this line because like I remember when this came out, I was like, what the fuck? Like this was the song KSI did with like Rice Gum, and like he got like he returned from like a 6-month break, and like he made like a diss on one of the Simon like guys, and this was like one of the first like lines in this like in his diss track against him. He's like, how much wood can a woodchuck chuck at the woodchuck look like you? It was just so dumb. Like I remember that like so vividly.
Chuck, just shut the fuck up, time to stop. I'm saying words, but they all feel hollow. Put down the mic and pick up the Elgato. I used to watch this guy back in grade 5. The side man, they ain't even on your side. The side man, what's the reason they would lie? Quadeca on the playlist, more than KSI. Yeah, JJ shooting shots like an AK, but he made waves being lonely with a rape face. Now we change face, thinking that he get a safe face.
That was funny. Like shooting shots like an AK.
AK, but he made waves.
But he made waves being lonely with the right face. That's so funny.
Being lonely with a rape face, now we change face, thinking that he get a safe face. Hit him from across the fucking ponds, no lay, this my payday. You and they say, JJ, bro, you change from the great days, and not in a good way, in a bad way. How you gonna talk that way when you're trash, Nate? Yeah, I just checked out what your gram was on. Yeah, not a photo without a bandana on. Yeah, keep that hidden, you so scared, why? What you hiding more, is it your girlfriend or your hairline? Look, bro, I'm getting confused, the real music ain't really getting no views. When you said, I'm done with music, we all wish that you were telling the truth. You had to go transform, that's so deep and you're so sick. KSI, you're an asshole and you transformed into a bigger prick. Yeah, no, you can't get on my caliber. British bitches trying to shoot they shot, Boston massacre. No, I'm too spectacular, I just can't find your talent, sir. I think that ended back in 2012, just like that calendar. Dodgeable shit like a matador, just tell me the fuck are you rapping for? Bitch, I do not gotta go boxing.
Now, I might be like a homo for saying this, because like I know some people like don't like this shit, but I kind of like the subtle like edits that he has in his videos. It's like what's that like producer or director? Reminds me of like some like rap director that makes a lot of videos where like there's like white lines that come out like right here.
Can't find your talent, sir. I think that ended back in 2012, just like that.
It's a nice flare.
Calendar, dodgeable shit like a matador. Just tell me the fuck are you rapping for? Bitch, I do not gotta go boxing and knock you and pop your whole head going back and forth. I gotta drive you a passenger. They ask could I hop on your track or verse? I think I would rather get stabbed by a dagger and die while I'm wearing some Maverick merch.
You wanna fight Kodak?
That's what I mean. I fucking, bro.
So yeah, pretty decent diss track. I would say the lyrics, like, they're definitely like, I mean, there's some misses, I would say, like, when he said like this god was like his like ghostwriter, I don't think that was true. I like you're the Black Marina Joyce meets Who's YouTube. That's a great line. And anything with Marina Joyce in it, like I'm a big fan. Like the diss track KSI's little brother, like it mentioned Marina Joyce. That was like a good touch. You're just the Black Marina Joyce meets FouseyTube. That's hilarious. So yeah, I would put lyrics at like an A. I would say it's on the level of Ace and Jake Paul. This track or this it's pretty decent. Simp. Oh, Luna's leaving. I mean, like I like the Instagram line, like you have a bandana at like every photo. I'll put it at a 7. I don't think is as good as this one, the song above it. Sound. I mean, sounds alright. Like, it's not my favorite type of genre, but like,
100% disagree.
didn't sound bad. I like this part better after like the beat changes. But this is like the time where like sicko mode was popular. You guys like sicko mode? Where they have like a beat switch in the middle of the song. So that's what he kind of did. So I'll put the sound at like I would say it's better than Bend the Knee. You know what? I'm gonna change this one to 7.5 and then 7.5. I feel like that's fair. Cause like I think they sound like at the same level. And then video, I like the edits. Other than that, there's nothing really more like clever. It's just like he's near a mail truck, he's on a swing. So I'll probably give the video like a 6. Yeah. Maybe a 6.5, but I have to fix this so I can get the oh fuck. I need to get like the average. That's what words. Yeah. So this is now a 7.1 something. 2.5. And then this is, oh, they're the same. Yeah, I feel like that's fair. Froky, why did you like type all those numbers in my chat? Alright. You guys really want to watch the Shane Dawson video? Because, like, I looked on my screen. I might just do, like, a separate stream on this. And it's, is it this video? I think it's the second one. The Dark Side of Jake Paul. Yeah, it has to be. Yeah, it is. Alright, it's not as bad as the, this one. The hour and 45 minutes. It's 45 minutes long. So. I mean, if you guys really want it, I'll give it to you. Alright. I don't want to like do something you guys don't want to do. So like, if anyone's opposed, then you better like speak up now, because like, this is something we can't just like go back and like do diss tracks again. So. Ah, fuck. You guys didn't see that. I'm opposed. React to the diss track I link. Fine, Froki. I will. Oh, why? Why? Why, Froki? Morg's Dear Mom diss track.
Yo, I ain't a rapper, but Mum, you made me do this. I don't know what Jill's cooking up in there, but I know it's not better than me. 3 years ago, I made a diss track on Mum, was only joking.
He sounds awful already.
Was just for fun, but I'm not holding back no more. Gonna shoot you down like a gun. 56 years old, but you look 80. You're not cool, you're an old lady. You're weak.
The lyrical genius behind this is astounding. It was just for fun.
But I'm not holding back no more. Gonna shoot you down.
Gonna shoot you down like a gun. You hear that, Mom? Alright?
56 years old, but you look
56 years old, but you look 80. I would never say that to my mom. That's so mean. Morgs, why would you do this?
80. You're not cool, you're an old lady. You're weak and your muscles are achy. Maybe try electrotherapy. You got no money in your pocket. Your face makes me wanna vomit. Call yourself Big Jill the rapper. The only bars you got is chocolate. Old lady thinks she can battle me without glasses. Can't even see. This
I've lost 2 viewers because of this, Froki. I hope you're happy.
is your future.
On with here. I can't believe that has more dislikes than likes. But yeah, we're doing this video now. I made the decision. If you don't like it, you can kneel, bow down, suck, swallow, mauled, crawl.
Alright, welcome to part 2 of The Mind of Jake Paul. Now, today's episode, I sit down with therapist Katie Morton.
Katie Morgan. Look at, like, I was astounded by this when it came out. Like, there was a lot of people, like, calling Shane out about this episode, but just look at like all the support he got. It's weird how like times change.
To talk about the psychology of Jake Paul. And we also talk about my issues and the fact that I probably need more therapy. So that's why I'm excited to once again say that today's episode is brought to you by BetterHelp. This is
BetterHelp.
something I really think is great, something I actually really believe in. So BetterHelp is a service and an app where you can get affordable and private online counseling whenever you want. Like I've said,
Let me go back to this. From you today at 8:24. Today was really rough again. From Colin McShirley. Let's talk about it. Walk me through everything that happened. Do you think this therapist was real?
like I've said before, going to a therapist's office or sitting down with a counselor can be kind of intimidating and a little scary, which is why I love this, because you can just be on your phone, you don't have to go.
If money's an issue, you can see if you're eligible for a financial aid discount.
Anywhere, and you can just set up your appointment and message them when you want to talk. It's just really easy and it's great. So you'll fill out a questionnaire and then they'll match you to a counselor. And then you can get started getting counseling on your computer or your smartphone or your tablet. That being said, if you're in a crisis or you're in danger, this is not the site to use. I will put all those links in the description as well. So if you want to check it out, I'll put the link right at the top of the description below. It's betterhelp.com/Shane. All right, enjoy part 2 of The Mind of Jake Paul. Good luck.
Tessa is asleep right now, and we are going to do the buried alive prank. The buried alive prank is where you go into someone's room while they're sleeping, you put a ton of blankets over them, it's like a lot of weight and like pressure, and they feel like they're in a coffin, and you play an ambulance noise, and then you start to talk like it's gonna be okay, it's gonna be okay, she's gonna make it through it, she's gonna make it through it, and then they freak out. All right, so let's see what happens. Shh, shh.
It's gonna be okay. It's gonna be okay. It's gonna be okay.
What the heck? That was so scary! Jake!
You couldn't breathe?
No.
Makes it more real.
Guys, I don't know if you were supposed to be like frightened by that, but yeah, that was like an example why Jake Paul may or may not be a sociopath. Like, like, is it just me, or is that like that shit isn't like anything? Like, they covered her with blankets and then like grabbed her feet. Like, I don't know. It's not as like it's not as like what like Dobrik did with like the fucking swinging his friend on like what was it? Yeah, that was pretty funny. Like, I don't know.
Yeah, she was so scared. She was even like, "Are you mad at me? Don't be mad at me. You're alive."
Okay, our Uber is here. Where'd you go? Good luck. Okay, I love you.
Bye. Good luck.
Thank you.
Find out if we're all psychopaths.
Wait, I totally missed that. Let me put it on normal speed. What did his boyfriend say?
Psychopaths. Good luck. Find out if we're all psychopaths.
Okay. Wasn't that important.
Hey everybody, today I want to talk to you about the word psychopath, so stay tuned.
What do you think? I think that there's got to be some reason why somebody can be as, I don't know what the word is, outgoing, negatively outgoing is it?
I love you. I love you.
Whatever it is, this probably runs in the family because it's father.
Right.
But Logan, I feel like is more likable. Right? Like not as many people hate him. Do you know who Jake Paul is? Yeah. No? Doing like a little documentary thing about whether or not he's a sociopath.
Oh my god.
Oh yeah, I heard you talking about it too.
Have you met any sociopaths?
I meet a lot of people, but I don't know if I met a sociopath. Yeah, how do you tell somebody's a sociopath? What are the symptoms?
Well, from what I've read, they're instantly likable, but they don't have real emotions, and everything they do is kind of an act, and they just want to manipulate people.
My wife. Yes, I never know. I told you the opposite. Somebody that's unlikable, not likable. Yeah. Yeah, that's her.
You don't follow? I guess it would make sense that you don't follow him. Why would you follow him?
Alright, what's going on here? So, Jake Paul followed him.
Oh, that is literally the most haunting thing I've ever seen in my life. So this is...
What's with the fucking sound effects? Like, they added that in.
You don't follow? I guess it would make sense that you don't follow him. Why would you follow him?
Like, Jake Paul appears on screen. Done! Like, holy shit. Like, I get, like, I don't know. This is somewhat scary, because, like, he's wearing, like, a funny mask and, like, dancing, but, like, I don't know.
Oh, that is literally the most haunting thing I've ever seen in my life. So this is his girlfriend, right? Erica. I know that. Yeah, Jerica's their shit name, I guess. That has to be fake. Like, that is the most fake relationship. Right? It doesn't look real. Oh, he likes animals, so that's good. Or is he pretending to like animals? Who's that with him? Justin Roberts. That's Justin Roberts. I mean, whoever Justin Roberts is, he has his own private plane. I have so many questions. Seriously. They have a giraffe? Is that for real? What is that? Do they actually have a giraffe? I don't think so.
What's up, buddy? Yo, say hi to Jake Paul.
Maybe. Am I gonna meet a giraffe? Weird. I mean, this picture, that looks like two fucking straight up sociopaths planning.
Guys, this picture looks like two sociopaths. Like, I don't know. So stupid. Like,
their next move. Oh, the caption. Let's go. Let's go.
I'm gonna...
I don't know what's with the, like, this weird commentary, but, like, he said, like, let's go, and, like, Shane Dawson's, like, put the done again, like, I don't, oh, what the fuck?
I'm gonna be famous, dude. Good morning, New York! Accept me, love me!
What is wrong with you?
Hey, you back!
I could have died.
I'm doing good, right? Do I keep on going?
Thank you so much. I was almost gonna say, like, is there anything that she could tell you that would make you not want to do this anymore? What do you mean? Like, if she says, well, when it comes to this type of person, or when it comes to this disorder, you don't want to X, Y, Z. You even think about that? I mean, you don't really know much about him or this thing that you're claiming he might have, so it's like, if somebody tells you something about him, or if somebody tells you something about this potential disorder, maybe you might... Yeah, I mean, I think that's her.
Is it me, or is the music way too loud for the audio? Like, is it just me? Because, like, I can barely hit shit what they're saying. I have to, like, read the captions with, like, the fucking song that they put in.
Okay, yeah. Oh, I was just saying, I feel like I'm about to get on a roller coaster right now. Well, I'll explain later what this all is. There's a lot more to it than just, like, originally we were going to talk about YouTubers.
Yeah.
And if you have to be kind of a sociopath to be a YouTuber.
Honestly, are you a sociopath?
I don't know.
We all know David's a psychopath.
This is a surprise to y'all.
Exactly.
I'm also not a sociopath.
Or have some type of personality disorder. It kind of led into a weird direction, which we'll get into later.
It kind of led to a weird direction, and then you show.
I'm also not a sociopath.
Or have some type of personality disorder. It kind of led into a weird direction, which we'll get into later.
Deplorable.
Before we do that, sociopaths.
Yes.
You know, you came on my podcast, and you were very clued in. Like, you knew that I had struggled with an eating disorder.
I look in the mirror and I see a huge person.
What is body dysmorphic disorder, and how do we know if we have it?
You knew by even looking at me. You're very intuitive about all that. So that's why I wanted to talk to you about this, because I feel like if anybody could tell me what to look for, it would be you. Because I feel like, do you spot them?
You can feel them. I don't know if you can really spot them.
I hated that. Oh my god. Okay, what do you mean you can feel them?
It's like you said, roller coaster. That's a perfect way to set it up, because it's almost like when you're around people like this, it's if you sense what I sense, I guess, about them, it's like a pit in your stomach. Like it's that feeling, but just from them being around.
Ooh. Okay. So besides the feeling, what are the characteristics, I guess?
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot to it. A lot of it is just the main thing that people talk about is like they have no empathy. And I think that's a hard thing for people to actually fully understand, because most of us don't have this issue. So we feel for other people.
Yeah.
And we feel all day. I feel pissed off. I feel excited. I feel disappointed, whatever. They don't have any of that. For instance, the other day I was in my car and I'm driving, and there's this little lady that started to get into the crosswalk, and I was like, honey, you got like 12 seconds.
Done! Like, the fucking music, too. It's like, this video is perfect. This is the best video of all time.
Worried. I hope people wait for you and like pay attention.
Right.
You know, a sociopath would just be like, ugh. Like it wouldn't worry. There's no worry for her. They don't have any empathy for the situation for her. They wouldn't, if someone kicked a dog and they saw it, they wouldn't feel anything for it. They just have no empathy. And I know I'm talking about like bad things, but also good things. Like they just don't, like imagine if you lived in a world in your brain where anything that happened to other people, you didn't really care about it at all. You didn't care how they felt. You didn't care what happened to them, as long as it didn't affect you.
The moments many feared would be their last.
Ooh. That is terrifying.
Yeah, that's hence the that feeling. Like, ugh.
Is that a mental disorder? What is it?
Technically speaking, a lot of like clinicians like myself would call it antisocial personality disorder.
Hey everyone, it's Iris, and I am going to talk to you about antisocial personality disorder, which is my diagnosis.
So what are like the bullet points, for example, like in a book, what would it say?
All clips shown of YouTubers, actors, and even myself are just being used for context. Thank you, Shane. Why add like the creepy laugh and like this video is like the biggest like op, and like a million people like liked it. I'm not 100%. I'm 100% not insinuating that any of the people shown are sociopaths. Okay.
Sociopaths believe that like the law doesn't apply to them and like the rules don't apply to them. They're like above.
The first clip is him getting on the fucking news van. The law doesn't apply to him.
And they're so important to everybody else that like they'll get away with it. Like nobody will care.
Think you should know, while we were shooting the episode, I got arrested. Okay.
We're getting pulled over. Oh my god. He made me put my hands on the dashboard. Why? Am I threatening?
Did you have your ID, ma'am?
I have a warrant out for my arrest, and he just pulled us over and let us all go.
So they always just think they're better, bigger, more important than everybody else. Like, for instance, failure to conform to social norms with respect to lawful behavior. So they're usually like
getting into fights.
She ended up starting a full-on fight with Nikki.
Stealing.
After stealing a tube of lip gloss, Megan Fox went on a crime spree at her local Walmart.
And it could go as far as murder.
Simpson arrested for the murder of his wife.
Oh, I shouldn't be laughing, but guys, you know OJ? Yeah, OJ may be a sociopath. According to Shane Dawson. But like, bro, he was innocent on all accounts. Like, the fuck?
Nicole and her friend Ron Goldman.
But then deceitfulness, indicated by repeating lying, using aliases, conning others. So using anything they can to get their needs met. People aren't people, they're just tools to be used in their life for their game, whatever it is.
Okay. So, like, to a sociopath, the world is a chess game.
Yes.
And all the pieces are people.
And they don't care about them, there's no empathy for them. Remember that. They're just tools.
Why do you think Connor likes to play chess a lot? This is why.
I use that to help me get what I want. So, for instance, people who would have antisocial personality disorder will be extremely rude to any help people. So they tend to be like really quick and like angry and irritable and like push them off.
So, like, for example, if it was a YouTuber, they would probably be rude to fans.
No,
because they want something.
they give them something, yeah. Because the main two things that they usually want is power and money.
And I'm gonna be the biggest entertainer on the planet.
I want to be the first social media billionaire.
So with fans comes power and money.
Buy that merch. Buy that merch.
So they'd probably be actually really nice to their fans.
I wouldn't doubt you doing it, man. I'm going to. Spend $100, free shipping, y'all.
He's awesome.
But if a fan died or a fan was hurt, they wouldn't care.
Not really. But if it meant that they could make a video about it and get more views and get more fans.
Jake Paul, there's, I don't know how to say this, but like, we lost.
Alright, that's a bad clip. I'll give Shane a point on that one. Like, what the fuck?
This, but like, we lost.
Alright, that was probably like the best like thing so far Shane had brought to the table. Everything else has been dog shit.
Isn't that creepy? It's so creepy. It's like, we're gonna have to take a shower after this.
Yeah.
Then they also are impulsive. So failure to plan ahead. They'll want to do things and then not do things on a whim. Which is what makes them a little dangerous. I always think impulsive is like a dangerous thing. For both them and the people around them, you know?
That sounds like someone we know. But they don't have emotions, so like they wouldn't cry.
They might if they thought it made them fit in or like get what they want, because they're deceitful.
Okay. So sociopaths, so they don't have emotions. Do they pretend to have emotions?
Yes, because they'll mimic to fit in to get what they want. You and I aren't going to respond well to someone just asking us for something. We'd have to feel emotionally involved in some way in order to do something that maybe we normally wouldn't do. So in order to get people to be the tools that they need, they'll mimic behavior that they know will elicit the response they want.
Okay. So they're pretending to laugh. They're pretending to cry. Are they just like kind of mimicking what they've seen in like movies?
Yeah, movies, other people around them. If they, like, let's say, for instance, we're talking about YouTube. So if they're watching a ton of YouTube videos and they would see how other people responded, they might even read the comments to see how people react to that kind of a video. And then they'd mimic that in order to, let's say someone was super successful and they did story time videos, for instance. And I'm not calling anybody out. I'm just saying if they saw that someone was doing this and they're like, oh, they got so many views and like the people in the comments really feel for them. And then maybe they'll buy more merch or whatever, right? Power, money. then they'll be like, oh, I can do that too. I can mimic that.
Until I see you guys next time, stay gorgeous.
So they learn like what gets people ahead, what type of behaviors, what type of emotional responses get what they want.
What the fuck? What? Why would you show that?
Did story time videos, for instance. And I'm not calling anybody out. I'm just saying.
Gorgeous.
So they learn like what gets people ahead, what type of behaviors, what type of emotional responses get what they want.
Now, for example, like, not to, I don't want to say this person's a sociopath because I don't know, but like Logan Paul, for example, the dead body thing was, bad.
Oh my god, he's hanging. Bro.
But to me, the weirdest part of it was when he was talking about it in the video and talking about suicide prevention. There was like a really loud, sad song playing the whole time. It's like
I said earlier.
Bro, this is literally like, this is literally like the fucking pot calling the kettle black. Like, it's like, oh, there was sad music when he was talking about like suicide prevention. Bro, this whole video has been like fucking creepy music being played for like people who are you consider to be sociopaths and all that shit. Like, it's a fucking horror movie. I don't know. That's just so fucking stupid.
Suicide, mental illnesses, depression.
To me, it was like, oh, this is sad. I'll put a sad song. So, not saying he's a sociopath, but like that's something that a sociopath.
Guys, this is scary, so I'm gonna play a scary song. You can literally put the same thing onto you, Shane. Dumbass.
But dude, right? Be like, oh.
Yeah, because that'd be like mimicking behavior. But I think like because that would make it feel it elicit the response maybe he's wanting.
Suicide is not the answer. Literally, guys, what I preach every day is being a maverick. Like, it's okay to be different. It's okay to be unique. In fact, I encourage you to do that. If you're not a part of the Low Gang, make sure to subscribe.
Again, not saying he's necessarily a sociopath, but like that would be what sad music. I mean, we all know even on YouTube it'll say like sad. It like kind of tells you what the music is. You pick it according to that.
That's crazy. Wait. If somebody didn't know like how to be emotionally, they would just go to the audio library and like literally click the emotions.
The emotion that they want people to feel.
Do they not know? Like, would they? If a YouTuber's a sociopath and they're making an apology video.
I first want to apologize to my brother.
So they just type in sad and they pick one?
I in no way meant to like hurt his feelings.
Would they not know what a sad song was?
They might know it just because of society. Think about like radio DJs will be like, oh, here's a sad song about a lost lover. I mean, I don't know. So they probably learned, but I think what they don't have knowledge of is what it is to experience that emotion.
Oh, wow. When a sociopath cries, do other people not feel anything? Because I've been around some people who have cried in front of me, and not like in a video or anything, just in real life, and I'm like, why do I not feel anything? I don't feel anything right now. Is that a sign?
So as you can see, I got a tear come out.
Because if they're mimicking, they're honing their craft kind of. So if they're not very good at it, they won't elicit the right response out of you.
Her fans are not having it.
Because they're not really that good at doing it.
Everyone says that the sociopath is such a great actor, but when we take pictures of people, they're caught off guard. They don't have time to put the mask on. So the eyes look dead, and they have this creepy, weird, fake smile, or their eyes will be dead, but then the mouth will do this.
It's just off. Something's off.
Okay. What's next?
We're only halfway through, okay?
Oh my gosh.
Irritability and aggressiveness is indicated by repeated physical fights or assaults.
As this is not the first time she's been caught on video throwing a shoe in a fight.
Like they'll fly off the handle.
Oh shit, oh my god!
Especially if someone tries to discredit them or put them down in some way, this will be like a knee-jerk response.
Bitch, she got her ass whooped by a fucking 13-year-old.
Like they'll want to fight people or they want to be aggressive. And I honestly believe that in females, this might be a little bit different, where it would be more of a manipulation component to hurt them emotionally. Or maybe like girls would like shout, scream, and like try to embarrass them in some way.
I'll get your ass deported!
Then next is reckless disregard for the safety.
What was that? Hold on, we need to rewind.
Emotionally. Or maybe like girls would like shout, scream, and like try to embarrass them in some way.
I'll get your ass deported!
Then next
Damn.
is reckless disregard for the safety of self or others. So they don't really care what happens to them. Because again, like remember, they don't have any empathy. They don't have any feeling. They don't have feelings like we do in the same way. So they really don't care if something bad happens.
You do not care about what happens to you at all.
As his lawyer spoke to the press, Simpson goofed around.
Why is there? Why? OJ's back once again, ladies and gentlemen.
Making faces like he didn't have a care in the world.
So like, okay, for example, if they were on a plane and everybody's feeling turbulence, so the plane's about to go down, they wouldn't even really care.
Not necessarily.
It's just like, oh, the game's over. Oh, that just gave me
I was
chills.
glad the game is over.
They drive fast, probably. Like drugs, drink, things that harm their
Usually,
bodies. They don't
yeah.
care.
Yeah, 'cause they don't care.
Tattoos.
Probably.
They put their friends in bad places.
Yeah, everyone who has a tattoo, sociopath.
Yeah, I think of YouTube, like if they were doing like challenges, they wouldn't care if it was like really dangerous for someone or like hurt someone.
But if we can get a trampoline and jump in the middle of traffic, that would be so fire. Let's do this.
Or like consider not that we're saying like the Paul brothers are sociopaths at all, but like wasn't it Jake Paul that like lit a huge fire in his pool with like furniture and stuff? They could have burned the house down. Or the people's home next door who could have been sleeping. Like for God's sake, they don't consider that.
A lot of people can fall into that category. Putting their friends in harm without caring.
Yeah. Then we have consistent irresponsibility. They don't know what it's like to be responsible because they don't care about how that affects other people. Let's say they got kicked out of their house and that meant that all the people that live with them were kicked out too. They'd be like, whatever, I'll figure it out. Because they don't care about themselves.
Okay.
And then this is like the worst. This is the final one. But this last one is lack of remorse. So like let's say they're being reckless and people get hurt, they don't give any shits about it.
Okay, so for example, if the YouTuber, try not to be too on the nose with this, but like
If somebody got hurt during a prank or during a
You got
video or doing something for them, they wouldn't care. They don't feel bad. Like TanaCon, for instance, with you felt such remorse. You were like, oh my god, people are outside, this is terrible, I feel terrible, I'm gonna find a way to reimburse people. Someone who fit this would be like, nah, whatever, fuck them. That'd be their whole mentality. They might even be like they bought tickets and they were taking a risk, like they just try to they'd rationalize it. Like they would blame others because they try to rationalize it out to make it not their fault because they just don't really care.
Ooh, I'm feeling sick.
It's really gross. It's just creepy. And the thing I think is hard for people who don't have this to understand is like it's hard for us to view life without emotion or without caring. And that's what they live in. That's their experience.
So they're like, it's kind of like a robotic state of living, right? Is that what you're
Yeah,
saying?
yeah, they're kind of like a robot.
I saw an image.
I don't know why that got me. But that was funny.
When I googled it, and it said that sociopath is like they're wearing a mask, and around certain people they use a different one. Like around you, I'm going to be funny. Around you, I'm going to be sad. Around you, I'm going to be charming. Around you, but what's under the mask is the truth.
Yeah.
And that person is never seen.
No, I'd almost argue like doesn't really exist because they don't really know who they are. Because their whole life is spent like manipulating others and mimicking behavior to fit in. So that's why there's different masks for different people. Because you'll notice if you're around someone like this when they're giving you like the heebie-jeebies,
Daddy loves her, and Daddy's gonna give her anything she wants as long as she does what Daddy tells her.
they do a lot of like, I don't know how else to describe it other than just being like a data detective. They're trying to get as much information about you as possible. The thing about YouTube is we put it out there so they can find it by just watching, if we're being honest. So they're going to be detectives, they're going to scrounge, they're going to get as much information as they can so they can create the right mask for you so that they can manipulate to get what they want. Because people aren't people, they're tools.
If you want to segue into like a big picture about like YouTubers, because that's got to say something about YouTubers and YouTube in general, because that what you just described is like, that's like a playground for people like that, right?
Is that, yeah, that's like, YouTube is that. It is like a playground. If they have been watching YouTubers growing up, and now they're like, oh, I'm going to be a YouTuber. I'm going to use everything I learned. So do you think it is possible that a lot of YouTubers might be this?
They could be, or they could be narcissistic.
What's that? I mean, I know what it is, but not like a term.
Yeah, because narcissism is again, it's like born out of trauma usually, which kind of makes you feel bad for them a little bit, but like not that much, because they feel so fragile as a person that they put up like this wall that they're better than. They need a lot of attention. They want everybody to like them. They want to control everything and everybody else, so they tend to be really manipulative as well. So there is some overlap with this, but they do actually feel things, but they manipulate in the same way.
But they have a heart.
Yes.
Do sociopaths have a heart?
I don't believe so.
Whoa, okay. Wow. In my 10 years of YouTube, I've met a lot of YouTubers. I've definitely met a few where I've got that gut feeling.
That we're talking about like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I've met a few that fit this, but I don't get that gut feeling. Are those people probably
better manipulators, or they know enough about you?
Lol.
I literally, my heart.
It's really gross. I know. So like then you might even be like friends with them because you don't know you're being manipulated.
Okay. Whoa. Okay. How realistic is it that like what's like the statistic? I guess like how realistic is it for me to know one?
They say 1 in 25.
That was like 1 in 10,000 or something.
They make it.
You like stats, chat? You like stats?
They make it seem like it's a really low percentage. It's a huge percentage of the population. It's the same as like schizophrenia or other mental illnesses that we know well and we see and we hear about. But even in school, they didn't really talk enough about this because it's icky. It's the dark side, essentially.
Why am I just learning?
Yeah, seriously.
This? Why is this something that nobody talks about? 1 in 25 is like a person in your class, or a person in my family for sure, or a person in my friend group, or like 100 people on YouTube or more.
Yeah, yeah, it's way more common. Once you kind of start paying attention to it, you can feel those people out.
So for people watching at home, in their day-to-day life, what should they look for? Is it the person who's always happy? Is there like a mean characteristic? Because it's not like an evil-looking person.
No.
They're pretending to be nice.
Yeah, they're pretending, they're mimicking. I think, in truth, it'd be someone who is really popular.
Simpson had an active social life and lots of friends.
This is the third time that they fucking used OJ as an example.
Always knows the right thing to say for some reason, no matter the situation. They're always really witty.
You know, I mean, I ordered a cake for myself. I'm not a monster.
I see. All right. So at least you had a cake.
Yeah, I'm not a sociopath.
Yeah.
They're actually super intelligent, usually, because to manipulate takes a lot of intelligence. Imagine all the, detecting we have to do and, searching for all those little bits about people that we can use to manipulate them. It takes a lot of effort. They probably have a lot of different relationships in their past. They tend to bounce from friends to friends because some people start to see a chink. If they're not very good at manipulating, they'll move on to another group. Adults move a lot. Not very far in a radius, but they'll move from a city to another city, so the people who kind of figured out something was up aren't there anymore.
Do they have relationships?
Yeah, they do. They can even be married with kids. Whatever they think helps them fit in. Think about anything in life, owning a home, having a dog, getting married, having kids, whatever it may be. They're going to put up the best show that they can. And they're master manipulators, so they can manipulate people into thinking that they love them.
You punched her a number of times.
I fell in love
Chris Brown? Okay.
with that person.
You threatened to beat the blank out of her.
That's embarrassing.
When you got home, also said you won, you were going to kill her. You don't appear like a violent person at all. In fact, you appear rather calm, rather nice.
They'll do everything someone wants, whatever they think that they'll learn so much about this person. Also, we talk about YouTube being their playground, so are online dating sites. Because they can find people that way and they can learn a lot about them in their profile. And then they'll do exactly what they want them. They'll be their perfect, because they always ask, what would be your perfect mate? They'll become that perfect mate.
Because it doesn't matter either way to them, because they're not losing anything.
They don't have any empathy. They don't care. It's just people are tools. So if I need to get married or I need to be in a relationship, how do I make that happen? And they'll want to move quick too. They'll get to know you, and then they'll want to be your best friend, or they'll want to start dating, and then they'll start asking you to marry them, or they'll want to move in. Everything moves pretty quickly. Not crazy quick because they're manipulators, but just enough that you're ugh, and your friends and family be like, that's really fast. And I don't know them very well, and they won't let you see much of their life either. Usually they're hesitant to let people over to their house or in their bedrooms or parts of their space that they can't completely make look a certain way.
What am I? Because I feel like I attract sociopaths.
Potentially.
I'm not
so soft.
Yeah, I'm not calling out people. I'm not saying there's certain YouTubers who I've done videos with or any of that. I just mean in my real life.
Yeah.
I feel but I also feel I get them and I want to help them and all of that.
You're empathic.
So an empath. I've heard that before.
Yeah.
What's that?
It's essentially we feel for other people.
Oh my god, Chan, you care about people so much. Oh my god.
That's the opposite. An antisocial personality disorder or a sociopath would be your antithesis, the complete opposite. So every time you think, oh, but that must really suck for them, they would have none of that. That doesn't exist. They might even be something horrific happens, and they're what's for lunch? Let's move on. Because it has no energy, no feeling for them. But an empath is someone you might even attract these people because you do feel so much, and in doing so, unfortunately, you offer up a lot of yourself. And so they're oh, I can use all of this to make this work for me.
But does that mean they don't even like me?
Possibly. I don't know if they know how to like people or love people.
So here I go.
What the fuck is this? There's a knife slitting a doll in half. Why?
That's so sad.
It is.
Is it sad? Because they don't think it's sad.
It's sad for you because it would affect you. It doesn't affect them.
It's because I just feel sad now because I'm okay, if it's 1 in 25 people, it's a lot. We all know one or multiple.
Yeah.
So then it's that person is never going to experience the joy of having sex for the first time or getting your first car or going to the music. They don't That's sad. It's like a robot.
It is sad, but they don't know any different. They don't really care. That's the thing. There's no empathy. It always goes back to that because it's hard to be oh, that must be horrible for them. And I'm sure if someone has some of the signs and symptoms but isn't fully engulfed in it, they might be really bummed and try to fix it. But the amount of people I assume that fall into that category are very slim to none, especially if we don't catch it early enough because it only gets worse.
What would happen if they went to therapy?
Oh God, probably nothing. Whatever they wanted to happen, because they're manipulators. They're never going to tell me what's really going on or what they're worried about. They could potentially only get better at manipulating people. Because if they're given more tools in therapy that we think would be helpful, and you're actually, especially if it's a couple, if you're sharing more about yourself, then you're giving them more information to utilize to manipulate you. I like to believe people can get better. That's why I do what I do, but I don't know if they can.
Could it get dangerous?
Definitely. Very much so. 15% of those in prison have antisocial personality disorder or sociopaths.
That was a quick reaction that you had.
So your only regret is that the torture didn't go on anymore.
Right, and I regret not killing my other victim. I should have killed him too. I just didn't have time. I had to go somewhere.
Will you kill again?
If the opportunity arises, I hope so. Okay, we're done.
Are you done?
Yeah.
All right.
Good shit, dude. That's gonna be crazy, isn't it? That's gonna be wicked. Make it look good, please.
That's the best way to see you.
Right.
Okay, that leads me to my final question. YouTubers. Jake Paul.
All right, finally. All right, so we don't know how this really correlates, but we talked about, they talked about sociopaths, right? And they talked about a little bit about Jake Paul in the beginning. Now this is how he combines the two.
It's possible. I mean, I don't know him. That's the thing. It's like people put on shows to be on YouTube. Like, you know what I mean? Personas. But going back to the symptoms and signs that we just read through, like not caring if people get hurt. He's done things to people, like terrorizing members of his like team, right? Like the lack of emotion in his eyes and stuff is kind of creepy. But I'd have to, I don't know, is he? I mean, is he remorseful? Does he just pretend he's remorseful? We see like videos where he says he is, but is he? I don't know.
First of all, I'm so sorry to the Martinez twins.
I know he's definitely impulsive, but he's also like a younger guy, you know? I'd have to know him better because like we think there's empathy, but is it a show? Is it manipulation? I'd like to hear what other people in his life have to say because they know him better.
Right.
It's definitely possible. You have to get a fuller picture of like how he is when the camera's not on and how like what his past girlfriends have to say. Because people who aren't in his life will have a lot better things to say than people who are, because people are technically being manipulated right now, if that's the case. And I don't know if he is either. Like I don't know. I haven't met him either, and I'd have to meet him and I'd have to get to know him a little bit more, and you know what I mean, to get a full picture. Because it could be narcissism, it could be nothing. It could be totally fine and it's just a persona. We don't know.
Would you come with me?
Yeah, I'll go. Let's hope he's not scary.
I mean, is that, but do I not tell? How do I approach this? Do I say like, oh, I just want to sit and talk and whatever, and then I slowly get into the sociopathic stuff, or do I not even ask?
I don't think we ask. I think it's more, because we're kind of on like we're being detectives, we're trying to figure it out. So I think it's more of like, hey, a lot of people talk trash about you, because they do, and that's why I don't want to say necessarily, because I don't really know. But, you know, here's a way for us to sit down and talk and, you know, figure some stuff out. I think it's just kind of like a very open-ended, because we'll see where it leads us.
I like the music. It reminds me of like me back in the tribe. Da-dun, da-dun, da-dun. Like, it's like, why?
And between the two of us, hopefully we can figure out if he's manipulative or if he's lying or telling the truth and stuff. Like, I'm like trained at that pretty well, but like, I'm still human.
Yeah.
The one thing about them that I think is really important to know too is that they're instantly likable. They're extremely charismatic. Their manipulation allows them to, they can woo your grandma, they can make kids like them. Everybody thinks they're the life of the party and the best person, because remember when I was saying like they know just exactly what to say at the right time? They're witty, they're quick-witted, they're usually really funny, and just overall charismatic, so everybody's gonna like them right away.
See, that gives me hope that he's not one. Because, like, not to drag him, but he's really not likable. I mean, people instantly, they hate that guy.
Yeah.
Very hateable, punchable, I'd say. That's you know what I mean? Like, when someone's like, I want to punch that guy, like, Jake Paul has that effect.
He elicits like it's almost like Jeffree. That people love to hate him.
Jeffree Star, same thing.
Go kill yourself.
Well, so I feel like that almost...
What?
Kind of, right? Like, if you are, same thing.
Go kill yourself.
What?
Well, so I feel like that almost... Kind of, right? Like, if you were to say a certain celebrity who was a sociopath, ooh, can I get in trouble? But, like, because we don't know. But, like, it would be somebody instantly likable, like...
Yeah, I don't know. I hate to like drag somebody because they're super nice. That's why people like them. But and I'm not calling anybody out. But let's say like an Ellen, she's super nice. Everybody loves her, and like that would be. And I don't think she is, but I'm just saying that like that's the type of person we're talking about. Is like that super personality. Everybody likes them. They don't really know why.
Did you happen to see the Logan Paul Casey Neistat interview?
Yes.
What did you think?
I mean, it was a little creepy, and he didn't really answer the questions, which I found interesting.
Yeah.
And it was kind of narcissistic. It was all about him and like how it affected him.
It's the most viewed anti-suicide PSA ever.
The one thing that was interesting that relates to like sociopathic behavior is like instead of accepting, like you and I, if something happened, like even the TanaCon thing, like, oh my god, this is terrible, I feel terrible. Any normal person would be like, I am so sorry, and like earnestly, you are sorry, that is horrible, I don't want to hurt anybody's feelings. A sociopath will in turn say that it was so hard for me, you have no idea, they'll cry, this is all the money I lost and all the things that happened, and so that you feel bad for them. They want to turn it around on the situation on its head, so that then you're like, oh my god, I'm so sorry, and you'll leave every conversation feeling like it was worse for them and you feel bad for them, you know, or you'll view them in a positive light. You're like, man, that must have been so hard for them. They're such a nice person. Like, they'll just completely turn it around.
Maybe I'm being cynical, but there's a little whiff of it sounding like you see yourself in some capacity as a victim. No.
I've made a severe and continuous lapse in my judgment.
Logan is like so likable.
He's super charismatic.
But Logan, I feel like is more likable, right? Like not as many people hate him.
He always seems like the good brother and stuff, you know, which is weird. I was saying growing up with that brother, and that's what that was like.
Yeah, like everybody loves Logan, loves Logan, loves Logan.
He gets away with everything.
Gets away with everything because he's so nice and fun and charming. And Jake is, that probably could even make, even if Logan's not sociopath, that could just make Jake even more like angry, rebellious, like whatever.
Oh,
having
totally.
like
Anything to get attention too, maybe.
Accept me, love me.
Might be like why.
And that's why they feud so much. Not to get too deep, but like maybe Logan's feud with Jake is more like, well, I don't really care that much. Like it's just money and I'm getting views. And Jake might actually be personally like,
might actually be mad
at his brother.
Yeah, I don't know.
Jake said, quote, I try to be just like him. It's so easy to get sucked into trying to be someone else, and that's what happened most of my life with my brother.
Yeah, this whole documentary like ended up to be like like there's other parts, but like it turned out to be like kind of like an op against like Logan Paul, which was interesting. And I guess this part is like, well, Logan's likable, so he might be a sociopath, even though they like talks about Jake. This is so stupid.
We'd have to get to know them more. Because I don't know. Antisocial personality disorder is more common among first-degree biological relatives. So they're more predisposed than the general population. So we're talking about that 1 in 25. If you have someone in your family who has antisocial personality disorder, you're much more likely.
You said something about like a traumatic event. Like, if a kid has a traumatic event happen, are they more likely to become a sociopath later?
I think they're more predisposed for a lot of things. Like, trauma messes with us in so many various ways. Traumas happen all the time. Let's say you were raised in a household where you were physically abused from like the ages of 3 to 12. Essentially what trauma does, if it's done at a young age, is it doesn't allow us the time to feel safe or to feel like we're actually cared for. It instills fear when we don't really have any place, we don't know where to go with that, we don't have any way to use it, we don't have any coping skills yet. How do we deal with that feeling? The one thing we can do for children, honestly, to like stop perpetuating the cycles that we all have done is like letting them know that how they feel is okay and it's valid. We might not agree, but that doesn't mean that they don't still have that feeling. And if we teach children how to communicate about how they feel, I honestly think that a lot of the ailments and issues we struggle with mentally, as well as physically, could be resolved.
I think that is like, when I was a kid, you know, my mom was going through a lot, and I felt like I had to be strong because she was like having trouble. So it was always like, oh, Shane's my rock, he's my support system, oh, he's always strong. So I like
for other people in your life now too. Are you like a fixer?
You guys remember when Shane said like, they put sad music here, so like, because there's like a sad part with like the Logan Paul like at the Suicide Forest. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you were like a parental child, so you've been like an adult since you were whatever age. Yeah.
And I think now I'm just at the point where I'm like, I like stay up all night and I'm just lost. And I'm just like, oh, which is why I started falling down the holes of like sociopaths and this and that. Because I'm like, what's wrong with me? Like, why am I so lost? If I can help all these people, why can't I help myself? Why am I still depressed? Why am I all these things? I look at my channel and I'm like, oh, the more I'm helping people, the worse I'm getting. And this experience with Jake and this sociopath, all this stuff, this very much feels like the breaking point of like, maybe it'll be good to realize I can't help him.
Maybe.
And maybe I should just literally go to therapy myself.
Definitely.
Instead of trying to give therapy to YouTubers like I've been doing.
There is hope. Don't worry.
Yeah, I might have to do a series just about you fixing me. Maybe that is the series, jeez. Some, like an actual therapist fixing me. Because like, yeah, that wow.
How long
That'll
is
be
the series?
$500.
I'm just teasing.
Okay, well, I'm gonna go outside and second guess every single person I meet.
I'm so sorry. It's not that many. I mean, it's quite a few.
Okay. Oh my god. Okay. I'm spiraling. This has become more than just a Jake Paul series at this point, right? This is like, what she described is so many people I know, and so many people I've met, and worked with, and been friends with, and been in relationships with. Anybody could be a sociopath. Anybody. Like, well, there's a bar right there. Like, if you walk into that bar, there's probably, 100 people? So that means there's 4?
Why isn't that like a thing that's like talked about?
You guys see that shit? Like, okay, so according to the statistic that lady dropped, 1 in 25 people are sociopaths. So
there's a bar right there. Like, if you walk into that bar, there's probably 100 people? So that means there's 4?
like, what the fuck? Like, what's that?
Many people I've met, worked with, and been friends with, and been in relationships with. Anybody could be a sociopath. Anybody. Like, well, there's a bar right there. Like, if you walk into that bar, there's probably 100 people? So that means there's 4?
Well, that's different.
Fuck.
Talked about it, so weird.
Because the people in charge might be that. Think about it this way. If your teacher's a sociopath, why would you teach you about it? She doesn't want you to know her tricks. I just gotta chill. Or like the president. Everybody thinks Donald Trump's a sociopath. So what if every president's a sociopath? Kind of would make sense, right? I heard Steve Jobs.
I did hear about that. I guess I never really thought about what that even meant. I just hear that word and I go, oh, that's different.
Literally all I know is I'm not a sociopath, you're not a sociopath, and like that's it. I'm like this girl, she could be a sociopath. Look her, she's smiling. Look her. Are you a sociopath?
No. I'm out catching birds, you know, the scooters.
That's what a sociopath is. 2 questions. Number 1, do you think Jake Paul is a sociopath?
Absolutely.
Lol. Asking one random lady on the street, like, her opinion is just so valid.
Do you think you know any sociopaths in real life?
I do not.
What if I told you that 1 in 25 people is a sociopath?
Then I'd be questioning my friends.
Same. Wanted a picture?
To be continued. Yeah. Alright, I think I'm done with the stream. Thank you for coming out today. I had fun. And, don't get fucking internet canceled and don't have e-sex and all that shit. So, Goodbye, everyone.